Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Fallstone doing a deck profile on Darkworlds. Let's start off with triple Grapha, 1 Snow, JK, triple Brow, Searcher and Drawer, staples of the deck, triple Trance Archery, recycles the deck, double Tour Guide, because that too. I use one silver and 1 gold for 5 ranks. I use 1 maxi just because other decks just spam their field. Just let me spam my field next turn. 1 Morphe Jar because it's broke.
And at 1.
And at 1. Triple Gates, staple. Triple Drag Me Down, staple. Triple Dealings, staple. What these do pretty much make my Darkworlds discard, and that's what activates Darkworlds. Double Mystical Space Typhoon, 3 is just too much, 2 is just good enough. And staples like Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Book of Moon. 1 Card Destruction, 2 broke. 1 one-day piece. It's just used because you go all out, activate 1 day piece, they can't do much, and then you go and go all out again. Or if you have nothing in 1 day piece. Messenger piece, you stall the fuck out, and then you Darkworld Swarm. Pretty much. Triple Reckless Greed, because, well, you draw. 1 Mind Crush, I don't really think 2's that well. 1's alright.
It's at 3.
I know it's at 3. Dark Smog at 1. 2's just too much. Dead Draw. You don't really need 2. 1 Solemn Wishes. A lot of drop power in Darkworlds, and it works so well on it. A lot of life point gain. 1 Bottomless, 1 Torrential, 1 Bribe, 1 Magic Cylinder, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Starlight Road, and 1 Judgment. Most of them were just staples right there. Take that apart. Let's go with the side deck. Triple Gemini Imps because I don't really like Mirror Match a lot, but it's funny. Good card. Raikou for macro. A macro. Prohibition, any deck that just, you know the card, just get rid of it. Pretty much this is just for Fire Fist, for face up spell cards, and for Crystal Beast. It's funny. And your opponent takes 5 more life points for each card destroyed. An extra Mystical for especially macro. Double Skill Drain kills some decks, not really much Mermails. Light Imprisoning, don't have more sleeves, but I'll get more. Stops any like that, pretty much. 1 Deck Devastation Virus, I don't really use it a lot, but for those decks. An extra Smog. And a Chain Disappearance for Rabbit and any deck that uses little monsters, I guess. Go into extra deck. Stardust Dragon for the Starlight Road. Heretic Sun Dragon for the Graphas. Comes in handy. Neo Galaxy Photon Dragon. I actually do summon this. It's a 45 beater. That's all it's for. It's just... And when your opponent has XYZ monsters, detaches all of them, and you just get an additional attack for each one detached. It's really good. 1 Gaia Dragon. Just to have the option. It's a pretty good card. My 5 ranks. Number 61, Aegis and Tears. Tears is really good when they have a lot of back row. They just can't really target Tears for destruction. Aegis, He's a fiend. He becomes 29, and he destroys a monster. Volcanics is pretty much the same, but it does piercing damage when it destroys the card. And it's just 25. A lot of cards take a while to get over 25. Utopia, Maestro, and Pepe Operative. Full-time Pepe Operative, whatever. A lot of decks just use it because they're staples, pretty much, and they work so well. Especially him, because he's a fiend. Just becomes 21 and 26 defense. Big booty. A lot of 3 stars for some reason. Double Zenmates because it's hilarious. Just in case if I can. Levier to get any Darkworld monster and bounce back for Grapple most of the time. Or Trance Archery to get a additional recycle card. Mizuki to get over strong monsters or just for an OTK. 10 Tempo to get over Zenmates or any XYZ monster that's pissing me off. And he becomes pretty strong, especially with gates high as at 3,000 attack, I think. No. Yeah, 3,000 attack. Pretty good card. And that's a Darkworld deck. Like, subscribe, and yeah.
No bullshit.